Marine Knowledge channel. So today we will see about how to use multimeter. So actually this original video was taken in Tamil language, since our subscriber requested to do the same in English language. I had did the dubbing for the same video, and I had uploaded in our channel. If there is any flaws, please bear with me. Next time I will definitely try to give it in any language like English. All the maintenance video will be given only in English. Continue watching the video. Thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, welcome to our Marine Knowledge channel. If you are watching this video for the first time, please do not forget to subscribe our channel and do not forget to press bell button so that you will be notified with any future videos which will be uploaded in our channel. So today we are going to discuss about how to use a multimeter and what are all the functions that we can use with the multimeter. So my junior electrical officer Mr. Abhyut will explain about how to use a multimeter. Please continue watching this video fully, and okay, we'll now go inside the video. Thanks for watching. Hi friends, today I'm going to explain how to use a multimeter. So this multimeter has a selector switch, and you can select whichever function you want to check. So suppose if you want to check the voltage, you can select to that particular point. So just turn the selector switch and you can check the voltage, and you can see the sign symbol which indicates your AC current, and next will be again a voltage, and it indicates this symbol, one line with dot indicates DC current, and this is millivolt, again that is for DC. Next is ohm. The unit for resistance is ohms. So by selecting this switch, you can find the ohms of any resistor. And next will be your checking of continuity of any wire. So you can check whether the cable is in a good condition or not by checking the continuity. Next will be your milliamps, and you can see the sign symbol over there which indicates for your AC current, and the symbol for DC current will be a line with 3 dots, and that is for DC current. And next will be for amps, only for the amps, and again that is also for AC current. And one more thing I want to tell you, you can see yellow color indication in all the selector point. So you can see the diode symbol, you can see the capacitance symbol, you can see the frequency symbol which is hertz and all. So how you need to check the value? So suppose if I want to check the frequency, you just take the selector switch to that particular point, and all you need to do is you need to press the yellow color button on top of the multimeter. So you press and you can find the frequency symbol which is H said will be displayed in the monitor. So you can find the frequency reading, and if you want to check the ohms, and again the same way what I told earlier, you just need to select it, and all you need to do is you have to press the yellow color button, and you can find the symbol unit for your ohm, that is nanofarad. And this is how you need to check for diode also. You can find the diode symbol, you can find the diode symbol in the monitor. So next we'll go to select MA, and the yellow color will be indicating your DC line frequency checking. So all you need to do is you need to select the switch and you need to press the yellow color button, and you will find the display of frequency for that particular DC line. Next will be for same to find the frequency of DC line, and difference between both is only if the current is more you can select the A, and if the current is less you can go for MA, that is milliamps. So the round button is for light, for getting light on the monitor, and next the blue color button is for hold. So suppose if you are taking any value and the value keep on changing, just you need to press the button so you can hold the value, so that you will find time to take the note of that particular value, and if you press the button again, the value will go back. And next button will be that is for giving the minimum value, maximum value, and the average value. Suppose if you want to check any reading, you can take that particular switch and just you need to press it. You can see the display, it shows the minimum value and it gives the average value, and also it will give the maximum value. So all these three values you can find using that particular button. So this is the one. Then next will be, next button is for finding the range. Suppose the range you can set by using this button. Suppose if you want to go for a smaller value, you can go for 6 volt, 60 volt, and even you can go for 600 volt. So this range button is to select how much range you need to check, and usually this button will be always in auto mode, so mostly we don't use that. Next will be the yellow color button, which I told earlier, that is used to find the yellow color units in the selector switch. Okay, so now in this multimeter you can find two leads, and for those two leads we have two lead cable over there, and I'll show you where to connect these two lead cable. And you can find the black color cable. That black color cable will be always in common, that is common for finding any value using this multimeter. And next will be the red color lead, and that red color lead, if you want to go for taking any current value, you have to use these two leads. So one lead will be for your 400 milliamps. If you want to check any current which is less than 400 milliamps, you can use the lead in that particular socket. So next, if you want to go for current which is more than 400 milliamps, and you have to go to that 10 amps socket. So the capacity of this multimeter is maximum 10 amps, so you cannot exceed not more than that. And now if you are fixing this lead in 400 milliamps, and the current which you are measuring is more than 400 milliamps, what will happen? Then the fuse of this multimeter will be blown off, and it will safeguard your multimeter. So this is the safety of your multimeter. And if the current is more than 10 amps, and again the same thing will happen, the fuse will burn off and it will safeguard your multimeter. This is your multimeter safety. So if you want to check the current, you have to use these two leads only. And for any other reading, you can use the red color one, which is on the right hand side of the multimeter. Yeah, for any reading you have to connect the red color lead to that particular point. So before starting using this cable, you have to check the lead cable is okay to use or not. So how we can check that? So you just need to select the switch to continuity checking, and all you need to do is press both the lead, and you can hear a sound. Yeah, if the sound is coming, then that means your wire is good to use and there is no damage in the lead cable. So first of all you have to check this. Okay, now I will show you how to check the continuity of cable. So you first connect to one end of the wire and the other end with the other lead. So if you connect both the end, you have to get a value of 0. That means there is no problem in the wire. And if you remove that lead, and you can see the open symbol in the display, so that means cable is not okay. Now if the value is 0, then it is okay. If you find the open symbol on the display, then that means there is some problem in your cable. So now I press the yellow color button for that, which indicates the diode symbol. So we can read the value of any diode. So diode, you can find only the voltage drop. So all you need to do is connect the positive to positive and negative to negative, and it will be more clear if I show you in drawing, so it will be easy for you to understand. So what I do is, this is the symbol of diode, and this is positive and this negative, that is anode and cathode. So you can see a small silver line indicating, and that is your cathode, and the other side will be the anode. So this is your diode, and that is your diode symbol. One will be your anode and other will be cathode, which is negative side. So I will connect the red color lead, that is positive, and connect the black color lead, which is negative, and I can see the value is 0.57 something. So this is your voltage drop. So this diode is unidirectional, so the current can flow only in one side, and if I keep the lead opposite side, and you can find no reading in the value in the monitor. So always all you need to do is you have to connect your lead properly in the diode for checking the voltage drop. So red should be in the positive, and black should be in the negative side, so you can find the value of diode. If you put the opposite way, you don't find any value in the diode. Okay, now I will show you how to check the voltage. So all we need to do is we need to select the switch to voltage, and now we are in electrical workshop. So I will use the test panel to do the checking of our voltage. So I open the cover, and already I selected the selector switch to voltage, and you can see this is AC 440 3 phase and 60 hertz and 10 amps, and the next test terminal is AC 220, and next is DC 24 voltage. So we will do the checking for all the things. So now I have to switch on the breaker. So but before switching on, I will show you the voltage which is available in the terminal. You can see some voltage which is showing in the monitor, and those voltage are the leakage voltage. And I will switch on the breaker, and you can see the 440 voltage showing on the display. So I will check for green, black and white. You can see both the terminal have 440, and red and white both are having 440 voltage in the line. So this is how we need to check the voltage. So now I put off the breaker. You can see only the leakage voltage displayed in the monitor. Okay, so next I will go for AC 220. The same way we have to do the checking. I have to switch on the breaker, and for all the three terminal you can see the value is 220. Once I switch it off, you can see there is only leakage voltage available. So as I told, you can see the yellow color mark over the selector, which we can find the frequency. All I need to do is press the yellow color button on the top, and you can see hertz, which is frequency value, and you can see the frequency value is displayed on the monitor. Mostly on board ships we will be having only 60 hertz, so you are getting the display of 60 hertz. Now you can see for both the AC 440 terminal also you found 60 hertz, and 220 also you found the 60 hertz. This is how you can use the selector switch for finding both voltage and hertz. Okay, now we will see how to check the voltage for DC. So I select the switch to DC, and I connect the load to the DC terminal, and I switch on the breaker. You can see the value is shown minus 23.47. This is because I changed the polarity, and that is the reason it is showing in minus. So I will put back the polarity to normal, and now you can see the reading is showing 23.4, and which is DC voltage. And this is how you need to find the DC voltage by using this multimeter.
So next we go for millivolt. So millivolt will be using only in testing of some PCBs and sensor, because these sensors and PCBs will be having output in millivolts. That presently I don't have that millivolt testing PCBs, so I will try to show in my next videos. So now we are going to check the resistance value of a resistor. So all you need to do is select the switch to ohm symbol and connect both the lead to both the end of the resistor, and now you can see the resistance value in the multimeter monitor. So the value will be in ohms, and 98.9 value we got. So I told we can check the capacitance value by pressing the yellow color button. So I press the yellow color button. I have a capacitor with me, and now I will check the capacitance value. So connect both the lead to both the terminal of the capacitor, and you can find the value in the multimeter display unit. So the value is around 9.06. Yeah, so this is how you need to check the value for both the capacitor and resistance. Okay, so next we will see how to check the current using multimeter. So I had connected a bulb to check the voltage first. So the bulb is connected with the terminal, and I'm going to connect with the test terminal line. And before connecting any wire in the terminal, ensure you switch off the breaker all the time. And even after switching off the breaker, you have to check with the multimeter whether there is any current is there or not, because sometimes if the breaker is not working properly, then you may get some voltage in the terminal. So always ensure you check the voltage before using the terminal. So I have done that. Now I am connecting the wire with the test terminal. So once I connect it, you can see the now the breaker is on. You can see the light is glowing. So now I'm going to tell how to check the voltage and current actually. So this is your 220 volt supply AC, and we have got two terminal, and this is your bulb, and this is your circuit drawing. And how you check the voltage? So for checking the voltage, always you need to check on top and bottom. That means both the terminal you have to check. And for checking the current, you have to check on the same line, on the single line. For voltage, you have to check for both the terminal, and for checking the current, you have to check on the same line. So this is how you need to check. So now I will show how to check the voltage. So I am keeping the lid on both the terminal as I showed in the drawing. So now you can see the voltage is showing 220 AC voltage. So you can see the voltage in the multimeter display. So for both the terminal, we found the value for voltage. So next again I will show how to check the voltage in the bulb only. So this is the bulb joint, and I'm keeping my lid on both the terminal of the bulb, and you can see the voltage is displayed in the multimeter terminal 220. So that means both the end you are getting 220 voltage, both in the terminal and in the bulb circuit also. So this is how you have to check the voltage in both the terminal. Now I will switch off the breaker, and there won't be any voltage in the bulb. So now what I do is I will check I will show how to check the current. So I had connected both the wire in single line. Now I disconnected the wire and connected on the different terminal, because I just want to show you. I told you earlier also, we have to check current on the same line. So now I am fixing back the wire in the other edge. So now I am going to check the current. So what I do is, as I told you earlier, for checking the current, all you need to do is you have to ensure that your multimeter should be in current mode. That is,
you have to change the selector switch to milliamps or amps. So now I am going to select it. So I will remove the lid from this end. So you can see very clearly voltage, ohms and diode symbol is there on one led. The other only, we have only two edge. One is for milliamps, that means one is for less current, one is for higher current. So now I selected the switch to milliamps because this bulb won't take much current, so I take the milliamps. And okay, you know the function of the yellow button also. So now I am checking the current. You can see current should be, as I told earlier, current should be checked on the same line. So I will connect both the led on same line. You can see here, you can see I connected the led, and now you can see the light is glowing. And now you can see the current. How much is the current value? Yeah, the current value is 171.0 milliamps. Okay, now you can see my led is pointed on both the wires. That means even though if the wire is not in the same line, but I had connected the led on both the wires. That means the current flows from the black cable and it passes through the multimeter, and from here it goes to the green line, and then your light is getting on. So if I remove one diode, you can see the light is off. So if I put back the led on the terminal again, you can see the light will glow. See, now you can see the light is glowing when I connect both the green line. So that means the current is passing through the multimeter and connected to the other end of your wire. So now you can see the value in amps. You can see the amps value, it is showing very less. So the reason why it is showing is because earlier milliamps is 170, so amp should be 0.17, but why it is not coming? So the reason is, all we need to do is we need to change over the plug from milliamps to, you have to put back to amps terminal. So now you can see the value, you can see the value is 0.17. So always ensure you are plugging the terminal in correct point, so that you will get the correct value. So if you want to check milliamps, you have to put in milliamps, that means less current slot, and if you want to go for amps, you have to put in the higher current slot. So this is how you need to check the current and voltage for any line. I believe this video must have given you some information about how to use multimeter. Thanks for watching our video. If you have any doubt, please comment in comment box.